They broke ground on this building 5 months after the NFL awarded a new team here to the city of Houston. And it's been the only home of the city's franchise ever since. Welcome, everyone, to Reliant Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans.
Ready to get this one going.
And away we go from Reliant Stadium. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And that's the way to start this game. Give him 8 on that first offensive snap. And already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoop. Tom got a hand in the passing lane up front. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. That is good for a Cowboy 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Dak to the air here. Into the hands of Pickett. He steps out of bounds as this play goes from 25 yards. Nice work there. And that's going to give the Cowboys a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
Dak out of the pistol. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Running it with David Montgomery. And this is a tough one. Then back at his own 2-yard line for the loss. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish it.
Well, he was happy to take a backseat in favor of getting the win last week, Brock. But we all know receivers, right? I think he'd like a few more catches in this one.
Yeah, books have been written about certain receivers that want their touches. And when you produce, you're going to get more touches.
This connects with Higgins. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play, and they get the 1st down, too.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Throwing is Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the 1st.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
to the air. Stroud. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. So that brings up second down. Here's Stroud now. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Oh, he loses it on the hit. Oh, and the kicking team's got it!
Nothing too complicated there, Kate. Defender and ball arriving at the same time, and that guy just got crushed.
And Brock, you know punts are tough enough to hang on to as is, but try holding on to it when you've got less than a second to secure that football.
Yeah, and then throw that defender with about 30 yards of steam ready to knock it loose.
Yeah, no thank you. And they'll stop it after a short gain to the 13. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
13-yard line.
Looking to throw, Stroud. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now it's Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell from 10 yards out. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
That's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Cowboys, nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there, a lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete.
Quarterback with his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion was just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Back to the air, Prescott. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. Looks like about 7 on the completion before he headed out of bounds. 3rd down coming up.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. And the run will not work. He is shot to the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Well, running was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before it got started.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. This is complete. Downfield. having dropped their last two, Brock. This is exactly the type of early scoring that they needed as they try to break this momentum of the last couple of weeks.
Kind of felt like the longer into the game they went without scoring, the more those ghosts of the last couple losses would creep into their minds. Great to avoid it by putting up some early points.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And when you finish with a stat line like he did in support of a win last week, Brock, you know that you're in store for some early work the next time out. Lo and behold, here we are.
Yeah, teams can tend to be a little bit habitual at times. The way he played was a big factor in earning that win. So getting him looks here, especially early on, definitely part of the plan.
Jalen Thompson on the stop. Brings up 3rd down.
Stroud completes it quick. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Reliance Stadium coming right up. Stroud setting up 1st and 10. Now 7 and 10 throwing the football here early. He's going to throw this one. Right back to Schultz. He's got it again. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. It will be a 1st down, Texans.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Throwing on 2nd. Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And that's going to end up an incomplete pass. Not on the quarterback there. The pass was dropped. It's 4th down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. It's 44 yards here from the left half. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
It's fed to the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Going to the ground first with Benson. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Staying on the ground with Benson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Finds Benson out of the backfield. he's down after getting this up to the 41.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Dak. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Downs first down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Cut by the open man. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Williams. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown.
The ball carrier. Touchdown, Dallas.
Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Stroud. Finds Montgomery on the drop down. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd down. Here's Stroud. Contact on the throw, and this one never had a chance. To the ground. It is incomplete. That sets up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. This connects with Schultz. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that is a Texans first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run the draw with Montgomery. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. No gain on the play.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More just ahead from Reliant Stadium. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. 3rd down upcoming.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And good stop by the defense to limit this damage. They gave up 8, but they still forced this 4th down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Stroud's going to throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 11.
On third down, here's Williams. Going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up. Working quickly here.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dallas.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw and force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Prescott. Looking for Smith, but it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.